first start?
It felt good. Just found that out on Monday. Credit to our defense as well. I mean, held them to 7 points. Our defense has been really, really good these past 3 weeks. And, credit to our offense as well, going down, scoring points. Just, coaches giving me that trust. Just go out there, lead the team, lead the guys, and bring them home.
How much was the emphasis on playing error-free and making sure that, you took care of the ball today?
Really important. The ball is everything. We talk about that every day in our meetings. The ball is everything. Just taking care of the football all across the board, real offense and defense.
Landon, can you take us through that pick six, and then just your thoughts on what it means to extend Utah's pick six tradition to 20 years?
I mean, we were running a simple man pressure right there, but we knew Weber State, big RPO team. So I think it was the third down or second down.
Might have been one of those. I think
It was third or second down.
something like that.
But they're coming out, lines looking heavy on their hands. And I'm just an edge player, and we knew to that single side X, they're going to throw a slant, a glance route, or a stick. So I'm just trying to read that quarterback, see what he's doing, if he's going to keep it and run, crash down on it, if he's going to sit there and try to throw, kind of just sit in that window. And, I mean, he just threw it and just made a play.
Logan, you get the strip sack or the strip fumble. I'm really sorry for the word. Strip fumble and recover it. I mean, your effort as well as just the defense's effort in general. Kind of what kind of went into today's mentality?
I think us as a defense, it would be easy for us to have taken our opponent lightly, but we understand that they're a really good football team. And the two past games that they had, the plays that they had put on film were really impressive. And so our mentality, all the practice was, hey man, like they might not be a super big name team, but they're gonna play really hard, and we gotta show up.
Said earlier this week that the team is gaining trust in you as a passer. How do you feel like you've come along in terms of making progress in that area of your game?
I've come along really well. I mean, since spring ball, I had set myself back a little with the injury, with the little hamstring injury. Just it's one of my main focuses is accuracy, and just building that trust with the coaches, building trust with the receivers, and building connections with the receivers as well, and confidence with them as well. I mean, it felt good today, especially getting every receiver. Getting the ball to him, and it was a good win.
Nate, you guys had a couple guys out on offense, but you found a nice target in Munir. I mean, what was that connection like, and just kind of to be able to see him be on the field as well?
It felt good. We got, again, next man up mentality. Got guys going down, got a bunch of guys going down, so it's next man up mentality, and it was great to see him, rack catches, catch passes. I mean, you didn't really see him much, but he looked really, really good today.
Was also talking about the need to kind of either push the ball down the field more for big chunk plays or find ways to get the ball in space to some of your receivers. Obviously, we saw Money make a big play. We saw Mikey make a big play like that. You just talk about kind of what their skill set is in terms of being able to do that.
With Money, he's one of the fastest receivers, and getting the ball to him, it's scary with seeing him run because he's really fast, really quick. Same with Mikey as well. I mean, Mikey may not be as fast as Money, but he can move. He may be small, but he's a short guy that can move. So having those two on the offensive side it's good.
How important is it to catch them on stride? Most of the big games happen not long passes, but short passes, but in stride to get those guys in space.
It's good, getting those reps in practice, going over those reps every day, every single day, getting them to the ball, really getting all the receivers the ball. I mean, we got a really, really good receiver room, so really got to spread the ball to the receivers.
Logan and Landler, you guys now turn to conference play, want to get your defense testing against conference opponents. How do you feel like you guys are right now versus where you kind of maybe want to be?
I mean, we've shown the past few games we can stop the run and stop the throw game, but we still got areas to clean up, some gap responsibility. We miss assignments every once in a while, but I feel like we've made good strides these first 3 games, and we just want to keep going up from there.
Yeah, I feel like these past 3 games we've played really well as a defense, but I mean we've all had a goal of having a shutout, and we couldn't get that done today. And so there's always things that we can work on, things we can improve on, like Lander says. So we're still striving for that shutout.
Agree with them too as well on the offensive side. I mean, got to put more points on the board. As Utah football offense, last year we were averaging a lot of points a game, so just got to be able to put more points on the board, get those assignments cleaned up.
What happened on your guys' end to allow them to get that long run that set up the touchdown?
I believe I missed a gap. That's it.
Care to elaborate?
Oh, we have some gap exchanges you can call based on fronts, and they didn't do what I was expecting them to do, and just played it a little bit too slow. Missed the gap.
He's being really humble. We just got caught in a bad situation, so.
The running back was leading the FCS before this game, so he knew he was probably a good player. What did you guys do to scheme to stop him and make him throw the ball like they did?
I mean, we knew number 1 and number 7, really good backs. 1 had a lot of speed. 7 had speed too, but he's a little bit more physical runner. So we just focused on being disciplined in our assignments and tackling. And if those guys were getting the edge, they got the speed to beat people. So we just had to keep them contained, and I feel like we did that today.
Yeah, with the preparation, we just went into this week like we went in the first 2 weeks, right? Like in practice, we're wrapping, making sure we're sound tacklers, and that carried on to this week where we got another team with 2 really talented backs. So.
Logan, there's been a lot made about defensive line, having guys in, having guys out, the depth kind of needing to step up. Where do you guys feel like the unit is right now in terms of just how you performed to this point?
I'm really proud of the guys, for sure. I think as defensive ends, I think we've put together 3 really good games. And no, we don't even have Connor, who I'll say is our best DN. Like, he's a baller. So having him out and then everybody else stepping up, Jonah, everybody knows Jonah's a baller too. So it's been nice to have Jonah and Van with us, and then we'll get Connor back, which will amplify everything else. But what I think has made us look pretty good the last 3 games was our secondary and our backers, for sure. And then we got time to get to the quarterback. I mean, we're playing man coverage, and it's not easy to play man coverage against 2 Power 5 teams and then a good Weber State team. So all the credit goes to the back end and the work that they put in that allows us to get to the quarterback.
Thank you.
Okay, I thought we did a lot of good things today. It wasn't, I wouldn't call it a dominant performance or our best football, but did a lot of good things on offense, a lot of production, made a bunch of first downs, and we were good on 3rd down, decent on 3rd down, ran the ball okay. Just what we should have done on offense, we did. Defensively, I thought we played exceptionally well. 127 yards is all. That's got to be one of the lowest totals in recent memory. So 1 touchdown, 7 points. So good stuff going on. Special teams, we had some issues. Our kickoff coverage unit was horrendous. We got to get that addressed. We botched a field goal attempt there at the end of the first half, and so definitely have some things to work on. But 1/4 of the way through the season, we're sitting ideally as far as where we hope to be, 3-0. Obviously, we got conference play from here on out, and starting with the Bruins next Saturday. And so we've got to get better. We've got to get healthy. And we got 15 or 16 guys that can really help us win that are not available. We got to start getting them back, and we lost some more today. And so that's been, I've been coach 40 years. I've never seen anything like this in that department. But but it's next man up mentality. The guys that are getting their opportunities are making the most of them. Thought Nate Johnson played well today. His numbers were good. 0 turnovers in the game. So offensive line performed well. Bottom line, we did what we were supposed to do today. Weber State's a good football team. They're going to win a lot of games this year. They already have a couple victories, and so they will be a contender in the Big Sky. But we've got to worry about ourselves and come in and watch the film, figure out where we can get better, because we got to continue to get better to have a chance to get where we want to get. So questions?
Now, what do you attribute to just maybe some of the offensive slow starts or lulls at times?
Well, we scored a touchdown on the first drive, I think, didn't we? So not a slow start today, but then we did hit a lull for a little while. But I mean, it's hard to be in high gear from start to finish. But we did have some stretches where we were not as productive as we needed to be. But I think we have a chance to be really good if we get all our guys intact. We have a chance to be really good. But right now, we are just doing what we can, and like I said, it's valuable reps for these guys that are getting experience. That'll pay off down the road. The guys that are getting a chance to play right now that wouldn't have otherwise, and so just see the positive in it.
What were your final instructions to Nate before he makes his first start?
Relax. He prepared well. He did he did all the preparation he needed to before the game. During the entire week, he practiced well. He watched film, and so you do that. There's no reason why he shouldn't play well, and he did. He had a good outing, and he's a confident kid. Nothing seems to bother him. He's very stable minded and very, very even tempered, and that's a good thing for a QB.
20 straight seasons with a pick six. Just curious your
Yeah.
thoughts on what allows this program to consistently make this play?
I can't tell you what the reason is behind it. I mean, that's one of those records that'll probably never be broken. I mean, I don't know what what's the second best? I don't know. But okay, currently, and it's going. Well, maybe it will be broken. I don't know, but
They got it in week 1 or week 2.
okay. We got, first of all, when you go back, I think it's a 5-year time span. When you go back those 5 years, we have taken the ball away more than anybody in the country as far as picks and fumble recoveries. And so, when you have a lot of opportunities, you're going to get some touchdowns out of them. So that's probably the biggest reason I can tell you is we got a defense that is a bunch of ball hawks and is really good at turning the ball over.
You've limited teams and scoring a lot with your defense. Is there any glaring thing that you're looking at right now to kind of shape up before conference play?
Yeah, getting guys back. Our starting tackles back, Connor O'Toole back. JT Broughton didn't play today. I mean, we got to get all our guys intact. That's what we're hoping for this week, is to get a good chunk of those guys that are missing back. That would make us. That's the most important thing that could happen to make us even better.
I know you don't comment about individual injuries, but we didn't see a bunch of people leave. How many went out today with injuries?
3, I believe it was today. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 guys. But again, we'll just see the severity or the extent of the injury more detailed tomorrow and see where we're at with those guys. But I think a couple of them are definitely going to be out for next week, at least 2 of the guys.
For the guys that have been out for a while, do you expect many of them to be ready for next week?
We hope so, but I've been hoping that for several weeks now. And so it's not our call. That's not something that we determine. We just go with the direction, under the direction of the medical staff, and so we hope for the best.